Alright, so why we become angry? So prepare for a heavy dose. So prepare to face a hard truth in life. So remember, when we have the courage to face the hard truth of life, and we overcome that hard truth of life, remember there is a better way, there is a more sweet in that other side of that hard truth. So prepare for a heavy dose. Alright, so why do we become angry? For example, look at ourselves, look at our thought, because anger is just a thought of the mind, modification of thought of the mind. See, for the same incident, we 2-3 person are working for a same result, for the same goal. And the outcome of outcome of our action, the one person become very angry, one person may not be that much of angry, one person may even doesn't be angry also. For the same result, we are 3 person working for a same activity. We are participating in the same activity, and after a result, one person become angry, one person may not even that much of angry, and one person may not even angry. Why this happens? Because if you see, these all are the mental modification of the mind. So here is the warning that don't be prisoner of the mind. But we are not the mind. We are going to talk about this later. And similarly, if we examine our thought process, our mind, for example, I am angry with that person. See, look at carefully. I sometimes angry with that person. I sometimes happy with that person. Sometimes happy, sometimes angry. Why this happens? Because it is the same person. My mind sometimes become happy, sometimes become angry, sometimes become sorrowful with that particular person. Why this happens? Look at carefully. If that particular person is acting, the activity of the particular person is according to my desire, is according to my expectation, then the mind becomes happy with that person. If the activity of the person is not according to my desire of the mind, expectation of the mind become angry with that person. Sometimes it becomes sorrowful. So it is the mind, the desire of the mind, expectation of the mind, the desire, expectation created by the mind. Remember, you are not the mind, you are something else. If you examine the mind is nothing but a flow of thought, continuous flow of thoughts. And I am the witness of the mind. You are the witness of the mind. Mind is nothing but a continuous flow of thought. It creates desire, expectation, renunciation, everything in this world. So when the person, that particular person, is not according to the desire and expectation of the mind becomes angry, mind becomes sorrowful. It is the mind that creates the desire and expectation. And when the desire and expectation are fulfilled, we experience happiness for a temporary happiness. But that also comes and goes. They are very momentary for that moment. And when activities are not according to the mind, it becomes angry or sometimes sorrowful. So it is the desire of the mind. When it is according to the expectation and desire, it becomes happy. And when it is not according to the desire and expectation, it becomes angry or sometimes sorrowful. So don't be prisoner of the mind. This is the warning. So if we see, because in our whole life, from the beginning of the day, we are getting up from our bed in the morning to the up to the time of going to the bed, you will see the mind creates many desires, and if those desires are unfulfilled, mind becomes angry, sorrow, unhappiness. And if we look, all the desires are created by the mind. There are very few are fulfilled, and that's why if the mind creates too many desires, too many expectations, it becomes more unhappy, more angry, more sorrow. That's why there is a new concept is coming, become minimalist, to minimize your desire, minimize your desire of the mind, minimize things, objects in your home, your house, minimalist, a concept of minimalist, because minimalists are more happy. Then they are happier than those whose mind creates endless desire, many desires. And if we look, desire is endless. Desire created by the mind, endless. Even we get the whole world in our hand, the mind will create another desire to get the moon or get the sun. The desires are endless, and if we are going to seize endless desire according to the desire of the mind, we are going to suffer endlessly, and become sorrowful in this whole life. So one way to minimize our anger is to minimize our desire. If the mind creates too many desires, and most of are unfulfilled, examine yourself, examine your life from the beginning of your life and from the beginning of the day and up to the ending of the day. Examine the desires and how many desires are fulfilled, and what are the thoughts coming in our mind because mind sees the desires, and lots of I want this, I want that, I want this new gadget coming to the market, I want the emotional support from some person. All are desires of the mind. And if we have too many desires, we are going to be more angry. It is almost although it is the anger of the mind, it burns us from inside, and burn the physical body inside. So it is our desire. It is not our desire, it is the desire of the mind. So if we minimize our desire and shift the thought of the mind to a right direction, we are going to be more happy and peaceful. So in our next discussion, in our next talking, we are going to talk about the source of happiness, how we can be happy in our life, from shifting our thoughts of desires of the mind and to a right direction. So all we need to do examine our inner experiences, our thought process, and our inner experience of our life in relation to that particular thought process. We need to do what we need to do, our thought process and our inner experience, our experience of life in relation to that particular thought process. So it is a hard truth. We must have the courage to face the hard truth. Then we can, when we face it and overcome this hard truth of life, there is a sweetness of life. Om, peace, be